Good evening. Alex Ansari here. And we're using the laptop mic. We're not using the fancy mic. My voice is hoarse from arguing and being upset and going to the gym. And it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't. It's 8 o'clock. 24-hour fitness, my fucking ass. Jesus Christ. I had to run up to the punching bag and go fucking crazy for 30 seconds just to get it out. Like, okay, let me get 30 seconds of just pure 5-day no. Just pure high testosterone. Like, whoa, bro. A-Man was all about, you know what, retention. Just to let you know. Here we go. So, can't get you out of my head. I mean, seriously. So we got a thing we got to talk about. You don't need AA. You need to believe that you're powerful. It's brainwashing. There's aspects of AA that are legit. But it's easy to see yourself as powerless when you're powerless in the joint or in a mental hospital. It's a little hard to see yourself as powerless when you've got the power and you're walking around outside and you got your ki back, your chi back, your prana back. Okay? So what I want to tell you is you need to realize the real reasons why people drink. And talking about people being powerless alcoholics isn't actually the truth. God's showing me tonight. We're going to do some healing. Why is tonight an important night to talk about drinking, and how does it relate to sex? How does it relate to other topics? How does it relate to other things? When you don't have sex, we don't have companionship, we don't have friendship at home, we're not getting along at home with your roommates, when you're going through stuff, when you're feeling emotions, when you're not handling childhood trauma, when you're having solar flares, like that stuff, it kicks off like a dust storm. And so people, modern day humans, modern day librarians, library workers, modern day pharmacy workers, modern day cops, they're not smart people. They're not smart people. And if you become smart, you won't have a job. So if you want to keep your job and keep your wife and keep your whatever, just don't think too hard. Just don't think too hard. Okay? And don't get involved with the wrong client or patient or, whatever. Don't be a friend. Just be a matrix. Be in the matrix. All right? Are we there? All right. So, alcohol is promoted on a regular basis. Some people drink it because of marijuana is illegal in some areas, or it's expensive, or it's inaccessible, or other things aren't available. There's a lot of advertisement of alcohol in certain areas like this one. They say drink as much as you want, so it's entrapment. I'm going to talk about pedophilia more. This system, you need to know this. This system and YouTube promotes unhealthy sexualization of young people, especially of all groups, Latinas. Oh, yes. Not to pinpoint Latina culture by itself, but the American culture absolutely promotes harming Latinas, and women are born in this world, whether angel souls or not, to be brainwashed to love the bad boy and to be very uncomfortable with men like me basically confronting all of you about your silence. You're being confronted. I'm confronting you. I don't give a flying fuck whether you're romantically attracted to me or not. I mean, there's a part of me that is for certain people. And then I'm looking at that song, Can't Get You Out of My Head, and I realize I've got the love bite, that I am enslaved by my flesh. Now, listen, it's really sad. We have to talk about this because I'm fighting the drink. I'm fighting the desire to drink, the desire to do other things, the desire to think. But it's really sad now that I have to avoid eye contact with older people. It's really sad now that I can't go to the library. It's really fucking sad. I used to go to the library until I saw someone beautiful. Now I can't go there because she's going to think I'm a stalker, man. And all my emails are being read, man. I've been violated. They were spying on me the whole time. And I wasn't even trying to be inappropriate, but they think that I was inappropriate. Like, they want me to feel bad for being a human being. Like, I'm not over this yet. I drank really hard that night. Let's talk about the next topic. Okay, hi, I'm Alex, and I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm powerful. I have the power. And it's a weak man that goes to AA and goes, I'm powerless. Let me drink a bunch of coffee and smoke cigarettes and develop a sex addiction and be some girl's sponsor. And hey, no, you deal with the root cause of the issue. And saying that you're powerless is going to keep you powerless. You're going to end up powerless, y'all. You would say, hey, I really shouldn't drink because of X, Y, Z. Fine, but you're going to do it powerfully. So there's a reason why AA really isn't for me, and it doesn't really have the depth of spirituality, and it is because of that powerlessness attitude. That's it. That's why AA in the church really isn't going to be for me. But you can choose to not drink without it. That is not true that you need to have a church or AA or certain structures to be healthy, or they have to watch anti-porn videos or work a certain program to. No, you don't. And I didn't. For long lengths of time, I did not engage in looking at that crap. And again, for those of you that are just now watching, we live in a day and age where men that have sexual feelings are viewed as predators. And if you know about human trafficking and the people don't, or they don't care about it, they might think that you're the one projecting lust and kidnapping plans, and they'll be looking at you. They'll be looking at you. They won't be looking at, oh, no, he's not trying to rescue, he's the threat. And see, that's the psychopathic. So what the women need to know is, I'm a good man, and I'm going to refuse to be a psychopath. I'm still going to keep truthing you. I'm going to cry and shit, and maybe drink, I make noise, but I'm a different man. Other men, though, I'm warning you about the bad man. The other men, they're like plotting to like kidnap you and hurt you to death. And like me telling you that there's videos that are free for little kids to watch is not harming you. You should be real pissed off at your mom and dad for not telling you when you came of age that they need to be careful what's on your phone. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at your mom. I'm mad at your dad. I'm mad at all of the people that are watching now that don't know about that online content that's turning little boys into monsters. You understand? Because you're ruining little girls. You're influencing molestation, and the women that won't support me are just bad people. There are very few likes on these videos. There are very few likes on the video of the woman telling her story of being trafficked. And she, right, I don't know how receptive she is in taking the feedback. She sounds like she might be. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm honestly not that optimistic, actually, knowing that she is this sexualized and doesn't realize it. I think that's a massive issue. And we're just going to talk about it now before I even talk to her. Forget it. She's had 10 years to talk to me. 10 years. And it takes this long to realize you've been watching me for 10 years. And no, we're going to talk about it. And you still talk to me in the comments rather than the email, and I told you to stop doing that. So you women out there need to be confronted on this. You have this unhealthy Archon obsession with being public and have your titties out. And you have this Archon program and you're expecting it to be seen as normal. For you to be public, for you not to protect your privacy, for you not to develop the proper pin names, for you not to develop healthy email-only ways of talking to people. Stay out of the comment section. You have no business in the comment section. If you talk about targeting, you're only going to draw attention to yourself when you are pretty face. You need to wake up to the reality you're in. You need to stop living in denial. You're hurting us and you're being insulting, Frank, and you're hurting potential friendships by playing this I don't know what's going on game. When you judge a man for having lustful thoughts and you show your body or you get your hair done in the most beautiful way, what are you doing? You come across a suspect demon. You come across as a gold digger who hates us good men, who really just wants a powerful, tall man who might eventually abuse you. That's what it looks like. And you're ashamed that I saw your beauty. And I'm talking to like so many in this world, not one. I'm so ashamed that I talked to that girl at Walmart. She thinks I'm such a creep. And what was it? It was her hair. My friend, or I thought she was my friend. Anyway, I got input for years. I thought on my obsession with Emily. It's like, it's that past life that you had in Europe. It's the European woman who has the hair. Yeah, and then there's that woman that visited me in Colorado that left me on the hill because I didn't want her chain smoking in my... And so, like, first of all, women don't like good men, but they like bad men. So bad men can talk about sex with lots of women. Bad men can talk about being studs, but I can't talk about learning about sexual immorality through many women and what I've seen on porn. That makes women just automatically hate me and fear me. And so I'm living in a nightmare every day. And so next topic, when I'm driving home from 24-hour fitness and I took the megaphone in because I'm compulsive, I feel like a bad person for not chastising the zombie apocalypse full of concrete and nothing but cruel women who are looking sexy but disinterested and fearful, but showing that ass and wanting us to be entrapped to stare at them and to stare at them with lust in our eyes. They want that. And then if we look at that, we are perverts and we are marked forever by God and them and their community and their familias. It's just horrifying what they've done to us. We are in a situation where our souls are under attack, and I can't find godly women anywhere right now. Anywhere. Will somebody help me who's godly, who's female? Or the males need to step it up and go, bro, it's worse than you thought. That's what Patrick was trying to tell me when I thought I met a Latina. He's like, bro, you think, but she's not going to talk to you. You know how this is, bro. And then Gypsy said the same thing. And I'm like, no to you. She's a good girl. She will give me a chance. No, she's not even watching this. Or is she? Why should I have to rely on the pendulum? So back to the megaphone. I feel like I'm a bad person for not chastising the zombie apocalypse as the world is ending, because I feel like I have to scream out as I'm swimming through basically a black abyss, that I'm in the black abyss. And I'm not supposed to be okay in this black abyss. I'm in a black abyss, folks, and it's absorbing me. Okay? I'm refusing to go down an evil path. And I still remember how pretty that girl looked. I don't know how old she was, 18 or 19, with that smile. I was telling her about my channel. I didn't give her a card, but told her immediately, I don't want to date you. I just want to help you. And there was this grin, but it was almost demonic, like, you're a joke. You want to help here? You will help no one. We know who you are. I mean, I could have paused in what you're smiling. Do you want me to keep talking to you because you're attractive? But I don't want to go down that carnal route. But let me ask you a question. Let you look into my lustful eyes. Is it okay for me to be attracted to a Latina and hold her hand and try to teach her something or read a book like her brother? Or maybe her boyfriend, and be appropriate and not do certain things? I think you can engage in spiritual practices to where you just keep that in check. And I think the ultimate thing is when you know their family. And the thing is, we're in such a screw-up world as women go out with men and they don't know where they're from. I don't necessarily mean racial, but sometimes they don't know their background. And now it's dating apps. And so we're in the worst situation possible for humanity. Everybody's been separated. Everybody's broken up. No, man, I'm about to fucking cry and break down, man. This is straight up, man. No, man, no. We're living in fucking hell, man. We are in hell now. I'm so sorry to tell you this. You're a beautiful 18-year-old, 19-year-old, and you clicked on this video and your life will never be the same. No, don't be scared. I will help you. But you need to understand, they destroyed my fucking life. You think you're afraid? You think your girlfriend's afraid? Look into my eyes and tell me I think everything is fine. And then I'm going to live to see 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Fuck, man. To fall in love for no reason whatsoever with a stranger makes you very confused whether you're crazy, sane, brilliant, or what? Smart or insane? I think I'm smart. No, you're nuts. You're lustful. No. Is it wrong to see someone and go, oh my God, you're so beautiful? Can I hold you to the point and try to make us levitate with the power of my mind? Because, wow, I'm getting very powerful Superman vibes from you. Like, no, seriously, like, no. I'm not thinking about penetration. I'm thinking, can I put my arms around you and pretend I have a cape and go upwards? Is there a way I could talk to these females without going, are you into solar flares? Do you know what spirituality is? Is there any way I could go and go, hi? And that's all I want to do that day when I went in that day. I was going to go, hi. I was going to try to see if I can talk to you without the email. Do you have any interests? No. Okay. So if you're just going to I will leave you alone. I just thought I would ask, like, are you aware that you're different than the people here? And there could be a number of different people that are different, not one person, but a few people that you could just tell are different, that can hold a conversation. And so it's not lust. It's a desire to connect with our own soul. We are one soul. Okay, and so I need to close. When you make healthy eye contact with people, it's healing when you nod. And because the lust demons within us and around us that are out of control sometimes with the solar cycles and moon cycles, we feel we have to look down and wear special glasses while it protects us. There's a real sadness now occurring. So there's ways to get off the drink, but we're going to end. The reason why people drink, I'm not going to, I'm going to walk it off, is because the loneliness, people get the DUIs because people drink and the people push them out of the house. And it's amazing how people don't understand the role that people can play in DUIs, in accidents, because they won't permit someone to drink. And while they have a right to do that, like sometimes some things happen for a reason, things in bars. And also some bad things happen to little girls and boys in school, public school, because their parents don't know about the importance of homeschooling. Okay. So drinking is very much, and other drugs, a way in which people deal with coping with high energy because they have very little healthy things to do. Okay, so I personally, by myself, alone, have to find healthy things to do without alcohol that are high energy, that are high impact. And right now it's a lot of walking, it's a lot of aerobic like exercise, it's a lot of shadow boxing, and then of course with no FAP and no this and no that. And I'm watching little content. I also don't watch a lot of I don't watch conspiracy theory content. What the women don't know that are new to me is that I don't have older mentors that are men. I literally get direct. I don't brag. I get direct information all the time. It's not a voice. I know what to talk about. I have more information coming into my head. I have no real deep mysteries as to what's coming on the planet and why. It's more or less one big wound that I'm even here with you. It's torturous. And it leads one down a very frustrating path of not even wanting to be on the planet anymore and frankly, wanting to see God strike us all down, frankly. I know that sounds macabre, but that is the extreme nature of being an angel soul in isolation without love now on the planet. Okay? And so that's just my opinion. And that's from a painful opinion, but you need to understand if that's me and I'm spiritual, how do you think the men that have lost their families, lost their wives, lost everything, that are alcoholics, that are in the streets, while I'm angry with them and I've called God's angels against them in Portland, there is some major wounds there in these broken men that are harming women. While they are monsters and what they're doing, at one point they weren't monsters. At one point someone broke them because someone broke them before that. It's a chain of abuse. And just castrating people and throwing people in prison, or guys getting raped by the guys in prison because they rape women, that's not the answer. You need to reform the totality of society, and your lack of willingness to try to step up the plate, to talk to me, to hear me out, to give me the type of support that I told you I need, whether you're here locally or beyond, is beyond me when you know I was right about so many things. So don't act perturbed, any of you listen to me, for me to be angry, yelling, or sounding this way. Any of you. This is ridiculous. I'm deserving of way more than this. I'm deserving of love, okay? And way too many people have insinuated that I'm not worthy of love for way too long. And you think I don't know that? You think I don't know why? You think I'm not frustrated that I'm trying to talk to someone from the UK and no matter what we do, the technology will not work? And we both know that there's interference no matter what. And nothing changes. And that's the problem. Some women don't know about interference and demons, even if they're Christians. And here I am trying to connect with women, giving them my boob tube YouTube, because I'm profiling some of them of having the capability, if not now, maybe later, of being intelligent enough, or so I fantasize, like I'm on planet B, the ultimate king, conscious women, of them maybe one day becoming conscious enough. But maybe that's the hope that I need, because I don't want to believe that the women are demons. I don't want to believe that all of that. I want to see hope. I want to believe in ascension, but I'm not seeing any sign of ascension within society. I'm not even seeing any cooperation with anyone working with me. Like, I want to believe in 144,000, right? I like the number and everything. It's a nice number, has a nice ring to it. But to be honest with you, when it comes to a certain combination of stuff, I know I'm the one that talks about certain things. And there might be other people that talk about certain things. So I'm willing to believe that we are separated around the planet. And then there's the people that are joining or helping the 144,000 that are not full angel souls yet, or aspiring, or they could be aspiring, working off negative karma by working to help the mission. Even if they're sinning and they're not perfect, they have the ability to elevate their souls beyond ending up in hell. And I believe there's many levels upwards to heaven or paradise, and many levels down. And this is not paradise. This is being turned into hell. I see the future. It's demons coming down and raping earth women. It's rape being on TV screens all around us. I see it all the time in my head. I know it's coming, and I know the apathy of women is way stronger now than, and you need to hear this story, because this is not okay. Okay, and this is not okay for you to not say that my life matters, for you to not understand those issues. All of you hearing this is not okay. And if I disappear myself, don't act like you're surprised. In 2010, me and David, who was my friend, who later became a flat earther, we exposed child sex trafficking in Portland, Oregon. And we went down where they were given a documentary speech made by some females. And we spoke out and said it's not just about men or being caused by men. Governments are involved too, in organizations. And there's websites. And they shamed us for being men. And they wanted to make it all about a white woman thing against the men and brown men that abduct them. And there's also like human trafficking documentaries that just focus on brown men or foreign men. Then there's Sound of Freedom. And that's also bullshit. Okay? That's bullshit to just frame it that way. Okay. So I spoke up in that, and I did interviews also with a teenage girl, and I knew that they feared that I was one of those, a P. And that's really mean for me to have a natural, maybe happy or enthusiastic look, and for that to be assumed to be the worst. Maybe I didn't grow up around females. I grew up, moved around a lot, and this you need to know. I was abused a lot as a child, moved around a lot, isolated from women a lot. I didn't grow up with sisters. So I have natural medicine needs for decent women. You people that are just focused on calling me lustful and this, that, and the other and animalistic are in a dark, dark place. Those of you that never learned about massage, those of you that are disgusted by the idea of massage, those of you that immediately think it's new age, like, it's not my fault you were abused and you grew up abused. The problem is we met and we're connected. The problem is I don't have people in my life that grew up with healthy families that love them, because I'm receiving in of all this bullshit of the men here in this community, and they're denying it. Okay? They're denying that their men are shit here. They're shit here. They're shit here. They're shit here. Everybody's shit here, and I'm the only spiritual person in the city. If you know of someone spiritual, take me to him in his church and tell me what end time stuff he's talking about. I'm sorry, what? No, we all know the truth. I'm coming to Christ. I'm confronting my sins. I'm loud about evil. I'm abusing demons. And people that haven't checked their stuff for the door, they'll throw me out at the minute's notice because the vibe has changed. Yeah, because I'm going all the way. I'm very serious about the things that I talk about. I'm very serious about 2025. I can't continue taking medication and be on the same route. I can't hang out with just regular people. I need a community of very serious content creators, up to 10, in an off-grid community. Now, if that's not going to happen, what am I doing on this planet? Because I'm not here in a community or environment where there's any pleasure, where anybody supports what I'm saying on video. At present. Past is the past. Past is the past. We're talking about today's date, October 10th. No, what we have are people traumatized from their jobs. What we have are the utilities going off. What we have is the same rape, economic culture I told you would happen, where we end up fucking slaves to the system. What the fuck is this shit? What am I doing here? I want to go home. I want to go home. Now. The world is ending now. Stop acting like things are normal. So I feel like I'm a bad person for not megaphoning this community, because if I do not megaphone this community, I am telling them that they are okay. They're okay. They're okay with us living our lives on porno websites. They're okay with people fearing me. They're okay with me living a nightmare life at home where I have no way of escaping because no one will help me. Okay? There's no way for me to escape and go anywhere. I've got nowhere to go. I'm in Babylon. I'm in hell. And when you're in this type of situation, how can you beg God to not strike us down? Stop the paper, stop the press. Good night.